God and you have hope, nothing is impossible. Better is always possible. Ladies and gentlemen, your leader, my leader, and leader of the Liberal movement, the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau.
What an incredible pleasure to be here today. What a great moment to come and see so many people out today to support your next MP for Oxford, David Hilderley. You know, let's be honest right now. Politics and, quite frankly, the world is in a tough place. We've got a lot of things, a lot of reasons for people to be anxious, a lot of concerns, whether it's the impacts of climate change hitting communities, hitting our farmers, hitting communities right across the country with wildfires, floods, challenges people are facing. We know we have to step up and meet. We're dealing with the hangover from a pandemic that has left us all lurching and caused a lot of challenges in individuals and families, including with mental health, but also with businesses picking up again. We're seeing the impacts of illegal war in Ukraine by Russia that's driving up food prices and fuel prices, causing supply chain disruptions around the world. At the same time as we're dealing with high grocery prices, inflation, higher interest rates, there are lots of things to be challenged about in the world right now. And the choice that Canadians get to make is, do we step up and meet those challenges with the kind of optimism and hard work that Canadians have always been known for? Or do we hunker down, fall back, throw up our hands and say, well, it's all broken and we can't do anything anyway? That's not us. And in order to do that, in order to meet those challenges head on, we need people who are grounded in their communities. We need leaders who understand the challenges people are facing day in and day out and are always focused on building a better future. And that's exactly who Dave is. That's what you know. Dave's deeply grounded here in Oxford from Woodstock. Spent years as a teacher, which I absolutely respect. Then became a principal. Principals always gave me a hard time, even as a teacher, but I totally respect that too. And now is helping people get homes as a strong community leader, a realtor. Dave is exactly the kind of strong voice you need for Oxford in Ottawa. And you know, that's exactly what I've been running on from the very beginning. Their community's voice in Ottawa and not Ottawa's voice in their communities. And right now, in this election, the choice is even clearer. You either get your voice in Ottawa, Oxford's voice in Ottawa, or you get Pierre Poilievre's voice in Oxford, which nobody wants. This is what we need, strong local voices at the table, moving us forward in big, ambitious ways to create great jobs for the middle class and grow the economy from coast to coast to coast. And I'll be honest, I've been really excited these past few months and years about seeing everything we're doing here in Oxford and in Southern Ontario. Whether it's, I just had lunch down in St. Thomas where we're talking about that great Volkswagen investment coming in, going to make a huge difference. I was in Ingersoll with the GM announcement, here in Woodstock with the Toyota announcements. There's lots of things to do to prepare and build the strong economy of the future, because we know, you all know, you can't live in a beautiful part of the country like Oxford and not understand that there is no choice anymore between protecting the environment and being stewards of the land that gives us so much and growing a strong economy and great jobs. There's no choice. We do them both together. And I'm also going to be really, really honest right now, that no matter who Oxford sends to Ottawa next month in this really important by-election, our government is going to continue to invest in the kinds of great jobs, kind of support for agriculture, the kinds of investments in the auto sector that we're doing right across southern Ontario. We have a plan to create great jobs for Canadians right across the country, and we are not in any way, shape, or form going to be leaving Oxford behind. But since we're going to be doing that anyway, wouldn't you like to have an incredibly strong voice for Oxford? That's what people here deserve. There's an opportunity now to step up and say yes to a brighter future, to pick the kind of future where we're investing in communities, investing in families, investing in good jobs, with things like investments in healthcare, investments in dental care, investments in childcare, investments in senior care, the kinds of supports that create strong opportunities for people here and grow the future in real ways for the next generations. That's what we're going to do. Let's also know it's going to take work. It's going to take all of you, and I'm so glad to see so many of you showing up today, getting out there, going to knock on doors, talking to neighbors about how there is a more positive choice to be made about the future. That you can pick the path of anger and frustration. But take a second, take a look at the flag out there, listen to that shouting out there. That kind of anger doesn't create a single job. It doesn't help one small business open up. It doesn't help anyone solve the challenges of building a brighter future for our next generations. It's easy to mobilize people around anger, but it is only worthwhile to mobilize people around hope and hard work, and that's what Liberals stand for, and that's what my friend David Hilderley stands for. It is an incredible privilege for me to stand here beside you today. Thank you in advance for all the work you're going to be doing, and mostly introduce to you my friend who you know well, your next MP for Oxford, David Hilderley.
Prime Minister, thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. It's a good boost for us in our campaign. I want to say thank you to the room. I look out and I see all this energy. I see all the people that make our community what it is. It's solid. It's awesome Oxford is what I'm calling it. We're so blessed to have great agricultural land around here. Our farmers make us so much in terms of food and products. We really need to remember that part of Oxford County, okay? That's very, very important. We are also thankful for the really good jobs that we have in this community. So, both Ingersoll, Tillsonburg, Woodstock, we're lucky, we're blessed. We are able to provide for our families and make our quality of life and living as good as it possibly can be. I want to recognize some of the folks that are in this room right now who will also contribute at a different governmental level. So we got Mayor Jerry Accioni here. And we have Mayor Mark Peterson here as well. Current councillor Deb Tate. Councillor Lauder back there somewhere. Councillor Mark Schadenberg's back there. I want to introduce Deb Tate because she's one of our biggest supporters right now. She is doing so much to help our campaign. But her dad is really a great supporter of what we're doing as well. And for him to say that he's going to support a Liberal candidate is a big risk. But what Mr. McKenzie is saying, he believes in Oxford County. He wants the best for Oxford County. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a voice in Ottawa that's strong for Oxford County and take it forward over the next 2 years.